Welcome back into DaBearsDen, an NFL podcast with a Chicago Bears first focus. I'm your host, Alex, and we are here recapping the Bears Week 3 NFL preseason game with a 27-3 victory, dominant victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. Can talk about some things that are interesting that I'm curious if you guys noticed when watching the game. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we're here. Week 3 of the NFL preseason is kicked off. The Bears slide to 3-0 with another dominant preseason victory, 27-3 over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Very interesting game. Had some rain, had some heavy rain at some points, but the Bears coming out kind of flat in this game. The energy seemed low. It was weird. I don't know if it was just the TV version. Perhaps if you were at the game, you can comment down below and let me know if it was different. But when Caleb kind of came out for the opening drive, I was really expecting like a huge eruption from the crowd, and that wasn't really prevalent on the TV. Perhaps it was at Soldier Field, who knows? But really interesting. The team energy seemed to be low. The energy at Soldier Field appeared to be low at the start of the game, and that's how the offense looked at the start. They came out flat, three and outs, really struggling. Caleb Williams, kind of, you know, not really looking like he was stressed or being pressured or anything like that. But it seemed like there wasn't that concise, being on the same page with Keenan Allen. We saw that early miss or the DJ Moore pass confusion that led to the intentional grounding. So kind of just some weird things, some operational things, and the team really didn't seem like they were bringing it their all at the start. Obviously, DeAndre Swift wasn't playing. There were some other starters that weren't playing too many snaps, so that's to be expected in the preseason. But the team kind of did come out flat, and you know, despite it being preseason, it was a bit concerning because there weren't many starters for Cincinnati's defense playing, if anywhere at all. And, going three and out that many times, not being able to move the ball is something that was really kind of, not something that, we particularly want to be seeing. Perhaps the offense they were kind of different plays, trying to see, you know, or call some different plays, see what Caleb could do, and it didn't really seem like it was there. On the other side of the ball, starting defense looked fantastic, and that's really what you would expect when Joe Burrow's not playing and Jamar Chase isn't playing. You expect the starting defense to be able to lock down and clamp the second string offense of Cincinnati, and that's what we saw. Breaking down performance and some notable players, on defense, Kyler Gordon really had an elite performance. A young player who's proven that he has the talent to be a really solid foundational piece on this defense. 4 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, 2 quarterback hurries. That stuff's important. And yes, it's preseason and backups were playing, so what? But that doesn't matter. We want to be seeing guys get to the quarterback. We want to be seeing open field tackles, which we saw. We want to see tackles for loss, and that's something that's really promising for third year players and for other younger guys as well, because preseason for younger guys is a time for them to get their snaps, kind of get back into it, and really build that confidence going into the season. And as we know, confidence in the NFL is everything. So really, really great from Kyler Gordon. And it really seemed like his performance and the defensive performance early in the game really kind of sparked the energy, it caused that shift in energy for the team and for the fans at Soldier Field. Crowds start getting a bit more into it, and all of a sudden, the coaching staff decided to do something that I was not expecting at all, and I'm sure many of you weren't as well. After those three and outs and the first quarter ended, we were hearing rumblings throughout this week that Caleb was probably going to get a quarter and that was about it. I was hoping that they were going to continue playing him because what I just said, confidence in the NFL is everything. I really feared that putting this young team, this young offense through this next week of practice, this short week of practice, after going three and out 3 times and that's it, that's hard mentally for a young quarterback and for a young offense, and that's not how you want to be developing these young players. And I feared that Eberflus and the coaching staff were going to just pull them. We're done with the first quarter. That's what we really wanted. So, it wasn't a great day, but whatever. I thought they were going to pull him. But they chose to go out and send him out again. They weren't happy with the way things were going, and so they chose to send Caleb Williams and the offense out again. And not all the starters went back out. DJ Moore didn't go back out. Keenan Allen didn't go back out. I don't think Cole Kmet did either. But they sent Caleb out to go get more reps. And what happened? We saw the magic that we're so used to seeing from him when he was at USC and Oklahoma. All of a sudden, he's playing his game. He finds that rhythm. He has that beauty of a deep shot. First to Tyler Scott, that was, of course, not caught due to a pass interference penalty. But if that penalty doesn't occur, I mean, we're this close to a huge deep bomb being caught. It was a beauty of a ball. Great play. Bears get a field goal out of that drive. You'd love to see a touchdown for sure, but we'll take what we can get, especially after starting out so flat. Next drive, Caleb comes out again. I thought for sure after they got that field goal, that was it. But no, Eberflus sends them out again. And that's so important. Stack the momentum. And on a high note, you didn't start great, but that's what's fantastic about the NFL. The game is played for 4 quarters, okay? So you come out flat and you can struggle, but it's about how you bounce back and how you move forward. And what did Caleb do? He bounced back. We saw the crazy play, the crazy off-platform throw, scrambling in the pocket, down the left sideline, a beautiful, perfect throw to Rome Odunze, his back shoulder where only he could get the ball. Fantastic catch, our rookie to connection. We finally saw it. And what I was saying to my dad when I was watching the game was, I hope they don't pull him after the first couple 3-and-outs. I hope they don't pull him. We need to get these guys the ball. We need to get Rome some touches in the preseason. We need to get Caleb more plays. And what did they do? They send them back out and immediately an end around to Rome Odunze. Get the ball in his hands. It doesn't always have to be a pass. It doesn't have to be a slant. End around, toss. Get the kid the ball. Okay, these are important plays and reps for these rookies. This is the preseason. I don't care that it's the Bengals backups. Get these guys the reps. Let them get in the game. Get a feel for it. Get them the ball. And Rome takes the rush, 16 yards, first down. Easy, beautiful. We saw that speed. We saw his size. And then Caleb scrambles, hits him deep, 45-yard pass. Immediately, Rome's having a huge impact just like that. And that's what I wanted to see. Of course, they have the then scramble play in the red zone where Caleb's buying time, embarrassing Cincinnati defensive lineman, and zips it to the back corner of the end zone. You'd love to see Rome get his feet in for that one. That was a beautiful play, an insane play. That's the type of stuff that we've seen from Caleb and from Rome in the past. Buying time, extending the play, getting open. You know, the Soldier Field end zones were painted a little bit odd today, so perhaps that's part of it. But you know what? It's a coaching point. We saw the potential. Let's coach up on, let's make sure we know where we are on the boundary line. And in the post-game press conference from Matt Eberflus, he said that he talked to Rome Odunze about that. Let's make sure we know where we are on the field. Let's make sure we're inbounds so we can have that touchdown. What happens the next play? Doesn't matter. Bounce back. Caleb Williams bounces back, scrambles around, eyes downfield, looking to pass, trying to get guys open, waving to get guys open. Okay, let's go. Scores a touchdown. So while the offense started flat and Caleb Williams started flat, it didn't matter, right? They were given adversity for the first time in their young NFL careers. And look how they bounce back. And yes, it's backups, and yes, it's preseason, but I don't care. You're seeing something special. You're seeing growth in our young quarterback, in our young receivers, our young offense, and you're seeing growth in the coaching staff. We saw it last year. I was at the game, the Bears-Bills preseason game last year, where the offense was struggling. Justin Fields was in. They were struggling to move the ball. It took a single hit, and Eberflus pulled him out of the game in the middle of the drive. Fields needed those reps. The offense needed those reps because preseason reps aren't just about getting the work in for the quarterback. The offensive line needs to be able to work with the quarterback. The offensive line needs to be able to hear the cadence, adjust to any changes or calls that are made. The receivers need to hear that. If the play changes, they need to know, if they're motioning, that stuff's important. And last year, the coaching staff pulled Fields after he got hit. And Caleb, I think, was sacked twice today. but they kept with it and they let him end on a high note, and that is growth. That's important stuff. That's stuff that I didn't think we were going to see after that first quarter ended. I thought they were done. They let them build the confidence. They let them go and score, and it led to 2 scoring drives, and that's important. The coaching staff is growing. The young offense is growing. As far as the rest of the game, Tyson Bagent had a fantastic game, going 7 of 8, 87 yards, 2 touchdown passes to Dante Pettis. Really efficient offense from Tyson Bagent. I thought he looked fantastic today. And, I'm starting to think that perhaps maybe one of these teams out there is going to call for Tyson Bagent. They're going to get on the phone with Ryan Poles and say, can we get this kid? What do you want for him? Because the way that Bagent is able to operate this offense, he's got starting NFL experience. My one concern with him last year was the arm strength, right? He was making the correct reads, but the ball wasn't necessarily getting there quick enough. That seems to not be a problem anymore. He was in the weight room. He's bigger. The ball seems to have more zip on it this year. But, could a team like Las Vegas, right? They have Luke Getsy, who worked with Tyson Bagent last year. If they're not thrilled with their quarterback room of Gardner Minshew, and Aiden O'Connell, perhaps they get on the phone and see what we can do with Bagent. Could a team like the New York Giants get on the phone and see if Bagent's available after Daniel Jones today threw, 2 or 3 interceptions, one of them being a pick 6? Could a team like Minnesota perhaps get on the phone after losing J.J. McCarthy for the year? Now, I think that would be pretty rare, pretty unlikely. Those interdivision trades are quite rare. But there's teams out there that could use this kid. I think that he is starting level talent. The way that he operates, going through the progressions, the quick reads, fantastic play. And once again, I said this in the breakdown of last week's game against the Bills in the 33-6 victory. Bears win 27-3 today. This is dominant performance through 4 quarters. And while the score doesn't matter in preseason, it's about clean football and domination. And that's what they did. Like, Cincinnati had a ton of penalties. They looked dysfunctional. They had turnovers. Bears protected the ball. They won them all 3 phases, right? It's evidence of what I think I can finally say is good coaching in Chicago. Now, we'll see once the regular season comes, right? But it's something, okay? And we have a lot to be excited for. The team looks like they have depth. The team looks like they have fight in them. The team looks like they're having fun, and they care, and they want to win. And we see it throughout the game. Caleb Williams on the sideline talking to receivers, talking to other quarterbacks, looking at film constantly. This team wants to improve. They want to be better. They want to win. And that's something that we haven't seen in Chicago in a very long time. I mean, how many times over the past 2 or 3 years did they pan to the sideline and Fields is just, and not to take a shot at Fields because I love Justin Fields, him sitting on the sideline just chilling, watching the game or just sitting there. This stuff matters. These small things matter. Allowing our quarterback to gain confidence after a rough start matters. And we're going to see the rewards from that hopefully down the road this year. Now it's a short week. Going into the final week of the preseason, we play Kansas City on the road Thursday night. Do I expect Caleb Williams to play? No. I think he's done for the year. Would I like him to play at least one drive? Yes. I don't care if it would be 3 handoffs. I think going through the process, game day, getting out there, okay, we're playing against defense, we're playing against the defending champs. I think that's important. But I think that, we saw the good from Caleb Williams last week. We saw him face adversity this week, stare right down in the face, and overcome that this week. I'm comfortable if they don't play him again, or any of the starters, this final game. I've seen enough. I think that, it's a very comfortable week one game against Tennessee at home. I think, there's not many other teams that you could, ask to play for at home week one with Caleb Williams getting his first NFL start. I think I've seen enough. I'm ready to go. I don't think it's worth risking injury. But if you want it there, give them 3 handoffs, whatever. Let them hand off the entire drive down the field. I don't care. I think that's beneficial. We'll see what the coaching staff does, but lots to look forward to here. Lots of exciting things coming up. Really excited for this season. Really excited to watch Caleb Williams' growth this year because we're going to have those ups and downs. It's going to be a roller coaster. This kid has all the talent in the world, and there is a clear upgrade from the quarterback play that we've had really over the last 6 years. Of course I can go further, but this kid has the talent. He's got the vision. He can make any throw on the field, and he's going to make mistakes, but we encourage that. Let's learn. It's a rookie year. Let's go. Let's go. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. What did you think of this week 3 victory against the Cincinnati Bengals in the preseason? What did you like? What did you not like? Do you want Caleb Williams and the starters to play in this final game against Kansas City? Do you want him to sit? Have you seen enough? Let me know. I love reading your guys' comments. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content and love hanging out in the den with me. And appreciate you guys being here as always. And we will see you in the next video. Peace.